Hi everyone, my name is Cristina and I'm here to give you the book review of my book that it's this one. Well, it's written here in Spanish, Trono de Cristal. In English it should be called Throne of Glass. I just have it in Spanish because I saw it in the library in Spanish and I just took my attention and bought it in Spanish. I later got to search on the book and it resulted that it has an original version in English. So as I was saying before, this book in English called Throne of Glass is a young adult high fantasy novel series by the American author Sarah Janet Maas, author in American. The story follows the journey of Selena, a teenage assassin in a corrupt kingdom with a tyrannical ruler, the king of Otherland. As the tale progresses, Selena forms unexpected bonds and uncovers a conspiracy during her adventures. The series concludes with 8 books in total, being this the first volume. There are other 6 volumes following this one, and then you have a story apart called The Assassin's Blade, if you wanna read it. It just stories to complement the principal story. It like tells you things about the character, the main protagonist, her infancy, and things like to know her better and to connect with this character. And as this is the first volume, it's true that it's a bit like introductive and it's very descriptive, but it all makes sense because being the first book, like the author needs to tell you many things, and then you are going to need to connect things, so the story makes sense. So yeah, it's a bit descriptive and the story like begins a bit slow. It takes a bit of time to get to the part that starts like really the action, but I think that it's worth it. And I also have here in my house the second one, being in English, well, in Spanish, Corona de Medianoche, in English, Crown of Midnight. Second one, but no spoilers for this one. This one. The main protagonist, after a year of slavery, an infamous teenage assassin named Selena is given the chance to become the tyrannical king's personal assassin, to work as the king champion by representing the Prince Dorian in a competition against the most gifted thieves and assassins in the land. She must survive every test and trial in order to proceed to the final, in which she has to fight her remaining opponents to death. As candidates are found dead in the castle, their bodies rotted, Selena finds herself deep into mysteries concerning not only her but her own ancestors and the creatures of darkness that live deep beneath in the castle. So if you really liked the series of Game of Thrones, really recommend this book because they pretty much start like similarly. I haven't seen Game of Thrones myself, but I hope that if you are a fan of Game of Thrones, you start reading this book and like it, because it was for me like this. The character is really well written because you don't find many books out there in which the protagonist is a girl that fights for herself or for her freedom. she just has to fight for everything, being only a teenage of 18 years old. And it doesn't have typical cliche story in which the girl is like weak or needs a man or nothing. She's like really independent, and I really liked this, really like that of the character. It's one of the best characters I have ever read, and I really connected with some of the characters in the book. I really liked her. It's going to be one of the most characters that I love. And to end the video, I just wanna say that thanks everyone for watching this. I hope it wasn't boring, and bye everybody.